Motivation is finite, meaning that motivation only lasts for a certain amount of time. And feelings tend to control us. And what we think is that what we need to do is actually control our feelings, when in actuality, we have no control of our feelings. If we get angry, we have no control over that. If we get happy, we have no control over that. If something is funny, no control. But what we do have control over is how we react in the event that that emotion presents itself. If we are angry, do we suppress that anger? Do we make sure no one knows that we're angry? Do we lash out? What do we do whenever we get angry? We have control over that, right? If we are happy, do we let the world know that we're happy? Do we keep that and just keep our happiness to ourselves? Do we give compliments? What do we do when we're happy? The thing is that regardless of the emotion, regardless of how raw or how subtle the emotion is, we have full control over the reaction. And that brings us to not feeling like we can do something, feeling like we can't reach a particular goal. We don't follow suit with things because we don't feel like it can be done, or we don't feel like doing it, or we don't feel like it's possible. But what you do in the event, in the light of those feelings, is what determines what kind of person that you are. It shows your real strength as a human being. If you feel tired, wake up. If you feel angry, hug someone. When you feel weak, push yourself and believe in yourself and believe that anything, and I mean anything, is possible.
Hello world, I am Kevin Crawford, also known as Two Socks. I'm 24 years old with a perfectly normal life, just like you have yourself. I was born and raised here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I went to North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. I graduated with a business management degree in 2015. Currently, I work for a financial institution, which I love. I have amazing managers, an amazing team. I love my job. But after working, I haven't even been in the workforce for a long time, only about 3 years. Oh, excuse me, beep beep. Only for about 3 years I've been in the workforce, and I came to realization very, very fast that it isn't for me. I'm not built to work for someone. I'm not built to be under someone else's structure. I'm built to learn from it. I'm built to adapt and be able to create things based off the information that I gain from it. But I'm not built to stay in it. I'm not built to last for someone else. And I just have the entrepreneurship spirit, I guess. So what I wanted to share with you guys, I guess, is the fact that I currently make YouTube videos. I'm a creator. I'm not just a videographer. I'm not just a photographer. I'm a creator. I like to direct. I like to produce things. And ultimately, that's what I do. But never would I have thought, never ever would I have thought that I would have been generating revenue from a company as large as Google. Never would I have thought that I would have been a videographer or producer or director, and I graduated with a management degree. That's what they tell you. Go to school so that you can get your education, so that you can become what you want to become. Well, in my mind, I wanted to become a manager. I didn't know what I wanted. I just went to school because people told me to go to school. I just did what the masses did, what they said was right. I'm glad I did it. I learned a lot about myself, but ultimately I'm not using that degree, and I'm proud to say it. I spent roughly $30,000 on that education. It was well worth it, but it didn't take me where I needed to go. It just led me in the right direction. What took me where I needed to go was my desire for greatness, my desire to reach the masses, to be able to have influence on the world. One day, I want to be able to say the word boo and scare the world. I want to have that much influence. And that's what drew me to making YouTube videos.
What is your why? Why do you chase your dreams? What makes you get up in the morning? What is that?
Well, Demoris, I would say, and I know you want an honest answer. I'm all about honesty. I'm all about being transparent. That's what they say.
Is that what they say?
But I am a raw person. I'm a very open and honest person, and I'd like for you to do the same. Also throughout the interview with your questions, ask me real questions. Don't ask me something that's safe.
Okay.
But my why, honestly, is because I'm here first of all. So I want to be able to maximize my life. I want to be able to be the best Kevin or the best two socks that I can be. Every single day, I feel like I have 24 hours that I can use to my advantage, not just to live, but to use to my advantage. So I want to be able to see things that I've never seen before. I want to be able to do things that I don't think is possible. I want to be able to challenge myself and achieve greatness while I'm here on earth.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I like that. So basically, what you're saying is that you use this time is like in order to be great. That is your reason for getting out of bed.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want a mediocre life. I don't want to just be Kevin Crawford and you go to my tombstone and see, 1993 to, 2,159. I don't. I wouldn't live that long. But I don't want that, man. I don't want to just be normal. I don't want to just be basic. I feel like I am what my mom said she had, a masterpiece.
Nice. All right. So was there some kind of aha moment? Like, was there a moment where you were like, this is what I want to do? If so, what was that moment?
I would say initially, no.
Okay.
After a while, yes. And I'm going to explain. So basically, I started recording. I started actually taking pictures with my camera. I don't even know why I bought a camera, to be honest. I don't know why I bought one. I guess because everybody in college are photographers. Everybody takes graduation pictures. Everybody does. But I don't know. I think maybe that's why I may have picked up a camera just to see if I could do the same things. And my girlfriend, Latia, she was her mom. Well, she was actually into cheering and stuff like that. She's actually the captain of A&T's cheer team as well. But her mom is the cheer coach of the team that I'm now recording. But I think that I had brought the camera to some of the games and was taking pictures of them and stuff. And I thought, like, wow, why don't I just try to record them and see what I can do? And I think I had acquired the software too to be able to edit videos and stuff like that. So I was just putting it together, not knowing what I was doing. I didn't have any help. I didn't have anyone to tell me this was right, this was wrong, this is what you should do. No suggestions, nothing. And I started learning. I started to expose myself to different things. I started seeking more information on that topic. And I was like, aha, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what I thoroughly enjoy doing, right? So I haven't had the aha for success. Now I have seen something come out of nothing. And let me explain that. A lot of people say you can make money from YouTube. A lot of people say that it's easy to make money from YouTube. I thought it was from the views. I thought it was from the subscribers. I didn't know what I would have to do to actually get paid from making videos. And I took it upon myself to basically find out that answer. How do I do that? And once I did it, the more it was maybe about a year after I started making videos that I actually learned how to make money from making videos.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess at that point it was an aha moment. Now I'm going from no money with all these views and subscribers to money with all these views and subscribers, and I was actually able to quit my part-time job. Now this is enough income to cover that and then some. So
Nice.
Hopefully it can take over my real job
Yeah.
one day. Yeah, not that I don't like working. I love my team, but I just don't like working for people. I feel like I'm an entrepreneur. So
Nice.
yeah,
This is your world, right?
it's my world. It is. You live in it.
All right, so you kind of spoke on it a little bit in my last question here, but my next question for you is, with anything worth having, anything when you're trying to be great at anything, there are road bumps, right? So as far as road bumps, what would you say was your most difficult one, and how did you overcome it?
My most difficult road bump would have been, I'm not going to mention names or positions, but there were two individuals that pretty much prevented my work from going on local television. And they were actually people who had a lot of influence on that objective. And so I was unable to put my content on local television, which is not necessarily a roadblock, because right now what I'm doing is I'm using a public institution to be able to create things. And I want to be able to use my own organization to be able to create things. So I look at it as a road bump, yes, because obviously more people would know about my content by now. But it's not a road bump because if I had have done that, had I got started putting it on local television back then, almost, months ago, half a year ago, whatever, they would have been put on the map more than I would have been put on the map. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not mine. So I think it was just God saying, not right now. And that's how I overcome it, just understanding that, looking at it from a different perspective, basically.
That makes sense.
And so it helped me to overcome that, and now I feel good about it because I know in the very, very, very near future, I will have my own to be able to put on local television, and hopefully that gets noticed to be able to go on national television.
Nice.
So that's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Okay. So when thinking about intangible traits, things like courage and integrity and things like that, what do you think your strongest one is, and how does it give you an edge in what you're trying to do?
That's a great question, man. To be honest, no one's ever asked me anything like that. But I think I guess my most strongest intangible would be my willpower. I've always been the one to beat the odds, go against the masses. I've always been the one to want to prove you wrong. And oftentimes I'm, I guess, faced with adversity in regards to me not having any experience in videography or production or technology. You know what I mean? Everything that I know, I'm self-taught. I didn't go to school for this. So those are challenges that I face. I also face the fact that I'm young, a young individual trying to do something big with which a lot of people can't see, a lot of people can't understand. So with that, I need for older people or seasoned individuals or people who are professionals to be able to say yes to me, right? And that's a challenge because I'm looked at as a kid, someone who doesn't know what they're doing, someone who is dreaming a little too big, thinking about something that they can't necessarily accomplish. So I guess my willpower will be my strongest intangible because no matter what they say, I'm going to find a way around you. I'm going to find a way to do it anyway. And then oftentimes when I do that, they're like, oh my God, you're doing so good for yourself. Yeah, well, you could have helped me out a lot had you have told me yes. But it's okay because I'll prove to you that you should have said yes in the beginning. So I guess my willpower, man, to be honest, nothing can stop me. Nothing. Put anything in front of me, I'm going through it.
Gotcha. And that gives you an edge because whenever you're faced with adversity, then you're able to move past it or go through it.
Absolutely.
That's why. Good. All right, so now that you're here in this position, in this place where you've never been before,
right?
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel really, really good. Like I said earlier, man, I never would have thought that I would be here. I never would have thought I would have been a videographer. I never would have thought I would have been passionate about cheerleading. Never would I have thought, man. To be honest, when I was in high school and stuff, I never really paid attention to them. I dated a few cheerleaders, you know what I mean? But I never really paid attention to them. I never really cared about them because they were always the secondary sport. You see what I'm saying? And now, because I'm able to recognize that, I saw a dent, right? I saw a dent there, and I was able to patch that dent and fill that dent. And now it's more of a primary sport because of what I do. You see what I'm saying?
Nice, yeah.
So, to answer your question, I forgot your question.
Yeah, I know. Now that you're here, how does it feel?
So to answer your question, now that I've been able to recognize that and been able to patch that dent up, it feels good, man. I feel like I created something that's needed, to be honest. There's millions of cheerleaders out here. There's millions of people who play sports. But this sport that I'm shining light on is under-recognized. It's underrated. So I'm glad that I'm able to be a self-starter for something like this.
Make that difference in a place where no one has.
Yes.
If you knew someone that wanted to, start a YouTube channel and they wanted to, be successful in their own niche, what advice would you give them?
To work 100% hard. Work harder than you've ever worked before. Work harder than you think you can. Work harder than you have ever worked before, because school doesn't prepare you for this. Your parents don't prepare you for this. Your desire, your wants, your passion for it, your heart is what's going to take you there. It's what's going to help you achieve that. You cannot get, it's not, you can't teach that. I can't teach you passion. I can't teach you drive. I can't teach you motivation. But when you get it, when it's inside of you, when that flame is lit, go for it. Go hard every single day. If you play the game 4 hours out the day, put that down. Put the game down. Work towards your niche. Learn, watch videos, find out. You know what I mean? Seek advice from people. Ask people that don't even know about YouTube what they think about your videos. Go hard, like go 100%, 110%, man. Go hard. That's what I would say. If someone was to watch this, because that's what I do. I barely sleep. To be honest, like if I have an idea, I go for it. I get out the bed, I go straight to my iMac, look up stuff, I figure stuff out. I challenge myself. I do things that I never thought I could do. I do that. I do that, and that's what's getting me there. Honestly, no one else is helping me get there. It's myself. It's my hard work. It's my dedication to it. So if there's anything that you're passionate about, there's anything that you want out of life, if there's anything that you're going for, even if it's not YouTube, even if it's not creating videos, do it. Go for it. Stop talking about it. Stop thinking about it. Stop telling other people about it. You know, getting discouraged based off someone telling you that you can't do something because you told them that. Successful people move in silence. Successful people move in silence for a reason. So that's what I would say.
So I do want to start off by thanking you for your time today. I want to thank you for giving the advice that you were able to give my viewers here. Basically, the whole point is to have them believe that anything is possible. And if anything that you said stuck with them to help them believe that, then I just want to show my appreciation.
Absolutely. And anything is possible, man. And I like what you're doing, Demorris. I really do. I like what you're doing. You're shining light on success, man. And I'm not there yet. And whoever it is that you're interviewing, they're not there yet. They're never going to be there. You're not there until you're unable. So I just like that, man, because a lot of people in this world, man, they want things, they want to do things, but they don't think it's possible. Just because no one else in their family has done it, or someone else they know have tried and failed. You know, who was the guy who created the light bulb? Was it Edison? And they said that he failed maybe 1,000 times. Is that the same person?
1,000 patents, 1,000 fails, and I patent them all, I think he said.
Yeah. Well, 1,000 fails and he patent them all. So, I mean, it takes that, man. It takes the hardships. It takes the failures. It takes the falling on the ground and dusting it off and getting back up to learn. You see what I'm saying? When I have failures, I learn from them, and I use them for leverage. I use them to climb the ladder to go higher. How I am today is because of how hard I failed in the past. And I want people to know that, man. Like, anything is possible. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever desire that you have, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it, and you can do it today. Don't wait on the new year. Don't wait on your birthday when you turn 30, when you turn 25, when you graduate, then you're going to do it. Do it now. Do it while it's on your mind. Do it while it's in your heart. Do it while you have the passion for it. The shit change. I might not want to record, 30 years from now. I might not want to, do anything with a camera. I might want to become an actor at that point. I might want to become a chef. I might want to become a masseuse. You never know what you want to do, so whenever you have the passion and the desire, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. I feel like that is a gift. I feel like when you want things, when you truly want and desire things, that is a part of your destiny. And I feel like whenever you avoid that, you're not living your life. So that's all I want to say, man. But thank you so much for your time, Demorris, too, man. I appreciate it. And you got my wheels spinning now.
That's
so
completely fine. It's completely fine. That's what we want. We want it to be raw. We want it to be uncut. We want to know how you really feel about stuff. So that's the essence of these interviews. So I appreciate that.
Yep. And if you guys have any more questions for me, feel free to reach out, man. I'm just a phone call away, a DM away, whatever, text message away, or whatever. My Instagram name is TwoSockz, TWO_SOCKZ, is in zebra. If the viewers want to hit me up or something like that in regards to YouTube, I'll sure enough help them. or if they just want to hear something from me or anything, I'm willing to do that for you too, Demore. So thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so this is the time. At this moment, stay tuned for the next video that's coming out. It will be here shortly. Also, we have the Motivational Mondays that I spoke about earlier. We also have the Conversation with Success. I have a good one coming up for you as well. So stay tuned for that as well. But thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.